Hello, beautiful souls. We are live. Welcome. My name is Sadhana, and today I am here to share with you something that I am really, really excited about. And I have had a few synchronistic things happen. Today I'm going to talk about Read With Me, which is a new series I'm offering on through my webpage, which is a tarot class where we will just be practicing reading. And if you've been reading for 6 months, a couple of years, reading on and off throughout your life, and just really feel like your reading practice could use a kick start, then this is the kind of class for you. It's going to be exhausting. It's going to be 90 minutes of fun and laughter, a little bit of pressure to like read. And I'm going to explain exactly what we're going to do in a few moments. I just wanted to do this for a long time. I do a lot of private tutorials and workshops and things like that locally, at least until COVID hit. And I really miss working with a group of students. And it just felt so right. So what happened synchronistically was I had to shift some of my privates, yoga students. And so I'm not able to start this class tomorrow. It was scheduled to start tomorrow. And then I realized I really hadn't done justice to the promotion of it. So I'm really happy it's starting not tomorrow, but a week tomorrow. And I want to apologize to the students who've already signed up for the class. I hope that you are okay with starting a week late. So let me know if you're not, and I will accommodate you somehow. This class is called Read With Me, and I'm going to get my notes so I don't forget to share anything with you today. And I just want to go over here. So the dates for this class, so it starts a week tomorrow, and the class is going to run from 10 to 11:30 Pacific time. And if you register for the program and you are a little bit late to join us, or one of those 4 days you can't join us, you will get a recording afterwards. And that recording will be shared with everybody who participates in the class. It will not be publicly available for sale afterwards, just for those that have participated in the class. So that's the recordings. The class is going to take place on Zoom. And we will be sharing screens and looking at each other's cards. And I will be doing a lot of face down camera stuff so you can see everything in full focus. And I will be demoing on my reading table here. Like I said, this class is for somebody who already has a bit of a handle on the tarot. So if you are brand new to tarot, it might be a little bit much. But if you absolutely are enchanted and intrigued with the tarot, I do not want to deter you from signing up for this class, because it's just one of those opportunities that doesn't come along very often, and it's just something I love to do. Many of you don't know that I taught school, so I was a high school teacher, and in a previous period in my life, and teaching is just something that comes naturally and very joyfully to me. So yeah. So I see we have some people here. Hello. Hey, Jonathan. And good morning to Jen. Sunny. Hello, Sunny. Ange, hey there. Hey there, hi there. So yeah, so this is what's happening. And I've been working on the content of what I want to deliver. So one of the things that we're going to do each of the 4 sessions is we're going to have a warm-up. And so the warm-up, and we're going to actually practice a warm-up here today. I've got a game that we're going to play. What a tarot warm-up for me is something that forces you to just speak. And I find a lot of time when I'm reading that there's this pregnant pause Okay, I'm going to look at the cards. I'm going to let the images digest and da 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 da. So what a tarot warm-up does is it forces you just to say the first thing that comes into your mind. And there's a few different strategies for doing that. And I'm going to share with you, I'm going to teach you 4 different approaches to doing that. And this is something that you can do. You'll be able to take from this class and do it with a new deck. It's a great way to break in a new deck. Sorry, I have been talking a lot this morning. So not only is it a warm-up that you're going to practice in the class, but it's something that you can really apply afterwards. And why don't we just kind of do a warm-up right now? This sounds kind of like exactly where we need to go. Okay, so we can play with my cards, or you can play with your own cards. So if you have a tarot deck on your desk, just grab it, shuffle it. Any tarot deck will do. I'm shuffling the Numinous right now. Hello, Jackie. All the way from Vancouver Island. I think it is Jackie. Sorry, I need to put my little glasses on there. Yes, Jackie Wojciechowska. I knew a Wojciechowska. I grew up with a Wojciechowska in North Vancouver, British Columbia. Okay, so this is what I want you to, so this is kind of like a 2-card spread. The first card is a descriptor, and the second card is a noun. It's a thing, or a person, or a place. It's a noun. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go really fast, and we're just going to, you ever played the game Snap, or the game, I don't know what other games there are, like, you know, those really fast card games where you just turn over the cards, or some kind of a slappy game? That's what I want you to do. So I'm going to divide my deck into 2 piles. And so the first card is on my left, the second card is on my right. And I will pick them up, and I'm going to say the first thing that comes to my mind, and then I'm going to share it with you. Okay. So the card on the left is the descriptor. The card on the right is the thing. Okay. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Depressed monk. Okay. Descriptor and a thing. I have the 10 of Tomes, which is the descriptor, and the sun. Studious. Oh, that doesn't make any sense at all. Overwhelming occasion. Sorry, it's hard because I'm looking at it and then I'm showing you on the screen. So I'm going to turn it over. Ace of Tomes and 7 of Tomes. New investment. I got to go faster than this because this game is meant to be really, really fast. Releasing. Okay, this is a really good one. So this is the 5 of Vials and the Creator of Bells. So the Creator is the Queen. Letting go of emotions. Hello, my voice tarot. Transformative witch. King and 4 of Tomes. Okay. Expert controller. What are you guys doing? I'm going to go to the chat here because I really want you to play. And then I'm going to hold some up and I'm going to get you to call them out. Okay. So now you've got the gist of this game. Okay. All right, so I'm going to answer some of your questions. Sunny asks, can you explain what have a handle on the tarot means? Knowing card meanings, have a favorite deck. So that means you have a general idea of what the card meanings are from any system. So you have a general idea that what the major cards are, what those archetypes represent. You have a general idea of the energy of each of the suits and what it means to go from ace to 10. And that when a court card is thrown into a reading, you're able to find some keywords for it. So you may very well get stumped on certain cards, but you have a general idea of what's going on any given tarot deck. So good question. Thank you, Sunny. So Sunny's also interested in reading intuitively. Is it good for that? Yes, it is really good for that. So every week, sorry, I'm diverting from this game. I want to play this game and hold them up and get you guys to participate in the chat. We'll come back to that. Each week, I'm going to introduce a different spread. And one of the questions is this. So when you have a spread, it has set meanings. And sometimes those set meanings, for one reason or another, make no sense to the question that was asked, or the energy of the cards is so strong that a particular card just needs to shine and it needs to be the focus, but it's not the central card of the reading. So part of reading intuitively is knowing when to abandon a spread. And so we're definitely going to be working with that, like the pros and cons of a fixed spread. Okay. Sorry, did I miss a question? Okay. If you have a question for me that I missed, can you type it in caps, please? Because I am on StreamYard and I cannot see the tagged questions in StreamYard. Yes, I did, Jackie Wawitka. I grew up in North Vancouver and I know somebody named Wawitka. Maybe it's your mother. I have no idea. Or your aunt or something. So I think I got Sunny's questions, which is great. Okay. Have I caught up on the questions? I think so. Okay, so I want to go back and I'm going to hold up 2 cards. All right, so here we have, and you can play with the artwork or you can play with the traditional meaning of the deck. It makes no difference for the warm-up what you go for. So this is your description. This is your descriptor. So this is the adjective. And the noun is the 6 of tomes. So the 6 of pentacles. Okay. So the creator of candles is the adjective. What's your adjective for creator of candles? Queen of candles. What's your descriptor? 6 of tomes. We've got a little mini library here. What does this feel like? So I'm going to give you a couple minutes and we'll just see. It would be really cool if you could each find 2 words, just one word describing and one word saying what that thing is. So I'll just hold these up for a minute while you get your things down. This is a numinous tarot. Intense hominess. Ooh, that's awesome, My Voice Tarot. Creative learning, says Jonathan. Excited student. Emotional knowledge. You see? Awesome. Anyone else want to chime in? Okay, let's do one more. Here we go. And these are totally random. So the descriptor is the 8 of candles, which is the 8 of fire. And the thing is the 9 of candles. So the describing word is the 8 of candles, and the thing is the 9. Oh, I think we're Andrew's on to another. Okay, so Andrew's the last one, energetic knowledge. At Marie Christine, I'll go back. Oh yeah, I said it's the Numinous Tarot. Okay, so waiting for you guys. Fierce loneliness. Awesome. Ooh. Expanding wisdom. Confused fear. Oh, that's really interesting. Movement with ease. So that 8 of wands is getting the 9 going. And Jonathan says rapid despair. Okay, let's try one more. Here we go. 6 of candles. So 6 of candles is the adjective, right? So this is the success card. And the thing is the, so this is the page of air. So the page of air, the dreamer of bells. The descriptor is the 6 of fire, 6 of candles, and the thing is the page of bells. One word for each. So what is the page of wands? What thing is the page of wands? Sorry, not wands, page of air, page of air. Successful learning. Excellent, Marcella. Cakey hairdo. Oh my God, you're so funny. And you know what? Sometimes that is the fun of the tarot, is it just speaks absolutely literally, and we can read the tarot just like Lenormand. Come on, you guys. Victory of ideas. Awesome, Ange. Ooh, powered brain. Love it. My arm's getting tired here. I'll just wait for a couple more. Anybody else going to play? Achieving youth. That's awesome. It's funny. Some of these pop up in different. Long-term awakening. Wow, that's awesome. You guys are great. So the whole idea with this class is that we have these fun warm-ups, and I've got a whole bunch of them. And I have, it's really fun if you can just do it. Bang, 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 bang. And then it just becomes really, really playful. And you can learn so much from each other. And sometimes what happens with the tarot is that we get so stuck on the meanings. And I really like, so that one response that said cakey hairdo, like sometimes we really need to go literal and allow the artwork to shine, shine, shine. Celebrate curiosity. Oh, that's awesome. Hello, that mystical lady. Alrighty. Oh, I got to keep something out here. Oh, so I had something scrolling across the bottom a few minutes ago, and I want to tell you about this. So I am going to give away a 45-minute complimentary session. And I am going to give it away probably, I'm going to give it away next Tuesday. I'm going to write this down. I just decided now. So next Tuesday, I'm going to announce the winner. So 1 week. And the way that you win the reading is that you go to my community tab and you answer a question. And that question is based on something that's happened in this video. And I'll give you a hint. It has to do with this game. Okay? So yeah, so that's, I'm giving that away. So let's go back to the class. So every class we are going to do a warm up for about 20, 25 minutes. And you're going to need a lot of water or a cup of tea or something, because it's going to be a lot of talking, and we're going to work in pairs. And sometimes if it gets a little bit lively, we're going to be just like holding up notes and holding up cards, because we'll be on Zoom and we can all see each other. So it'll be like, I don't know, like a game show where you kind of like hold up your words. So that's one of the ways we'll do it, because we all can't be shouting out on Zoom, and we can't have separate chat windows. So we kind of have to work with the limitations of that. Good question. What is the class size? I am going to stop at 10, so 10 maximum. So there'll be five pairs of 2. And that way you will have an opportunity to interact with each of the people in the class you'll have the opportunity to interact with each of the people in the class each week. Okay, so there'll be 10 people only allowed into the class. And all right. So the next thing I'm going to share with you is the content of each week. I'm going to introduce, I've chosen 4 spreads that represent really meaty stuff that has empowered me as a reader. And they will emphasize maybe even looking at cards in a different way based on the theme of the spread. So for example, the first week, we're really going to focus, the spreads are going to focus on the elements and looking at the energy of the cards, and coming back to for example, with the element of Pentacles, what the element of Earth actually represents, because sometimes we get so lost in the energy of the images on the cards, if we're using a heavily illustrated Rider-Waite-Smith clone, that we forget that how that's connected to the element of Earth, or the element, whatever element it is. And so we're going to be playing with a couple different variations of element. And I can't say elemental, because when I say elemental, that to me refers to fairies and gnomes and pixies and so forth, and leprechauns and things. Element spreads. I don't know, do you guys use those words interchangeably? Elemental to describe elements, and as well as fairies and things like that? I don't know, just let me know, because that's a word that I struggle with. The other really important thing is that we are going to be practicing conversations. So I know a lot of people struggle with the energy of people in the tarot. And so each week there's going to be a way to bring in the people, not only the 16 energies of the court cards, but the people that appear throughout the tarot, and I really want to focus on how to non-genderize all of them, so that I'm going to share with you my thoughts on gender and the tarot, and how to become, and how to find wording, and how to work with more gender neutral vocabulary in describing the energy of all the different people in the deck, if that makes any sense. So My Voice Tarot, this is the first time I have offered this, and because I have been what are we going here? No, I agree with the way you separate the two. I do the same. I'm not sure what. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're talking about element versus elemental. Yay. Okay, and Marie Christina. Marie Christine agrees. Excellent. Okay, I'm not the only one that has trouble with those words. So I haven't offered this before. So I live in a near Vancouver, British Columbia, and I do a lot of my teaching at a metaphysical shop where we offer workshops regularly. And since COVID hit, we've been doing some Zoom workshops, and we've been doing, I haven't done any in-person workshops. So I feel like I really want to shift gears with the way I teach. And so, yeah, so I'm offering this for the first time live with me. And partially it was inspired with I've had so much good feedback with my deck combo videos, and people feel that those videos have really helped them with their reading style. And so it was partially inspired by that. And if it is a success, and if I get enough people to register, then I will do it on a regular basis, because I think it's an invaluable skill is to interact with other readers. And if people are different levels, it doesn't matter. I will try to pair you with somebody who, feels, sometimes it's good though, that, if you're paired with somebody who's not quite as confident, because then it forces you to show up and to speak. And that's one of the things that I say to, everybody that I'm working with, or people that ask questions about, well, it's so hard. Like, I don't know how to articulate. I get stumbled on this. I stumble on that. Well, the thing is, if you don't force yourself to interpret the reading out loud, and, we were just doing 2 words, then how are you ever going to read professionally, or how are you ever going to build enough confidence to be a reader? And so that's my intention, is to have fun, and just build your confidence as a reader. So that's what I'm working towards. So yeah, so 1 week we're really going to focus on the elements. And I really value the discussion of, so this spread is excellent, but when are we going to abandon it? I mentioned that before. Another week, we're going to really focus on the people in general. I mean, I will bring that in every week because it's so important. So the 4 weeks are kind of based on what, who, where, and when. So I've based them according to a question word. The last week, we're going to look more at timings and when, and we're going to look at seasons, and we're going to look at signals in the cards, like the moons and the suns and the background art, and whether a certain, and we're going to look at the confounding factors between decks when one deck talks about spring is that the element of fire is spring, and then what happens when another deck uses the element of fire is summer. So we're gonna talk about that, and timings in the tarot. So that'll be the 4th week, and our spread will be based on timings. So I hope that gives you kind of a general idea of what's going to happen. Let me know if you have any more questions. Jen has a question. Okay. Bye, Cindy. So, mama bird pushing the baby birds to fly. Okay, so I want to address Jen's question. So I put the little carrot out there for this 40-day challenge, and I have planned I've planned about 15 of the 40 days, and I want to start on a new moon, and I'm trying to figure out the pricing, and because I want people to be able to afford the pricing. So 40-day challenge is going to include movement, breath, meditation, journaling. It's going to include, inspirational things to get you going. It's going to be just something to really bust through whatever it is making you stuck. And when I first put this out there, I said, like, it really doesn't matter if you are in the early stages of divorce, or you've been struggling with an eating disorder, or you are so depressed because of what's happened with COVID, or your kids are driving you crazy. There's sometimes this need just to kick ourselves in the pants and to show up and do it. And so I really want to do this 40 days. And I have done several 40-day intensives in my life, and they have transformed me as a human. And I'm so ready to do one, and I want to do it publicly, and I want to do it with a bunch of people. And yeah, so the 40-day intensive is going to start on a new moon. Which new moon is that going to be? The new moon won't be the new moon in October, because I won't have enough time to publicize it. So Jen, if you are going to push me into answering this question, let me say the new moon in November. And it will work much like the class that I was just talking about. If you are late, or if you can't make it on a certain day, you will get the video. But of course, the videos won't be available to people who aren't joining in. And it will be, what I was thinking was, for a fair price would be $40 a day. But that might not be within the price range of some people. So if you would like to put that out there and let me know what you think, because this is me, like, totally giving you everything I know and delivering so much in a 2-hour time frame every day for 40 days, and being there to support you in the background when you fall apart, because it's too much, and to get you back up. So that's what I'm thinking. But I really want to know from you what you would be able to invest for 40 days of something this intensive. So I think, Jen, that's my biggest hurdle in developing this class. And it's going to be the deciding factor of whether it happens or not. So I'm going to remove that, go back and catch up with you guys. Alrighty. I love this comment, Marcella. said that earlier. It's a great comment. Yes, pushing the little birds out of the nest. Well, if you do get a day job and you have signed up and you have participated in at least one class, then you will be getting all the videos. IT Guy asks, do we present in Zoom as well? Or no, you will all have an opportunity to speak. It will not be receptive. So you will all have an opportunity to mute and speak. So it's going to be, definitely you will be speaking. And of course, I'm not going to force anybody to speak who doesn't want to speak. Like, some people, it would be very intensive, but I'm definitely going to encourage all of you to turn your mics on and to speak and to share. Oh, Jonathan, that is a really important conversation, and I had not planned on that, but I am going to write that down, because I think that is Yes, that's an important conversation to have. And if you're not sure what Jonathan is talking about, there are certain. So one that came up for me recently was a deck where the swords represent the element of water. And I just could not wrap my head around that. And then somebody from Europe explained to me that in some of the older European decks, the swords have always been associated with water. So this is an important discussion to have, is that much, when a deck switches up the system, much like I was talking about the seasons, how do you handle that? And what are my strategies for working with kind of specialty decks and things like that? So thanks for bringing that up, Jonathan. We could, My Voice Tarot, we could definitely do some kind of a thing where you paid, if you were paying a day at a time, then it would be, I'm not sure. I have to think about that because I'm committing to delivering the program for 40 days. And so if you commit and participate the first week and then disappear, I guess that's going to happen anyway. I need to think about it. So, but definitely there would be options for payments because I know everybody couldn't pay it up front all at once. So I need to reflect on that a little bit. And hello to Michelle. So yeah, so do you have any other burning questions or suggestions? Sometimes the chat is a little bit delayed and I go to hit, I go and sign off and then I see, oh, there's a whole bunch of questions. So I'm going to write down here, new moon in November, which seems, we'll see what happens. If it's not the new moon in November, it would be January because January is an excellent time to do this kind of thing. And the other, so it'll be one of those two for sure. But sooner than later seems like the plan. Okay, excellent. All right, so if you missed the little game, you're going to need to go back and watch the game because the answer to the question is about the game. And once I sign off here, I'm going to go and do a post on my community tab. And all you need to do is answer the question in my community tab. And then there will be a draw for the free 45-minute reading next Tuesday. And I'll be announcing that on my live readings next Tuesday. Okay. One more quick check-in and then I will let you guys go. All right. Did you say there was a change in dates? So yes, it was supposed to start tomorrow, but it's not starting tomorrow because I had a student reschedule. So it's starting a week tomorrow. The dates are correct on my website. The dates are correct in the shop if you want to take the course. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for listening to me ramble and playing the game. And I look forward to answering your questions or chatting with you through email if there's anything else that you need clarifying. Okay. All right. Stay well. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye.